Hi, you Evolving Now family. I'm Andre Young, and I hope you are having an amazing day. Welcome to the Thought of the Week. This week's topic is called Admire Much. Now, I love this because admire and admiration can take us so far in our evolution if we know how to do it right. So in Thought of the Week form, I'm going to ask a question from my Evolve book, answer it, and then ask it back to you. We do our quote first. Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there are footprints on the moon. Paul Brandt. My question for us today is this. Looking around your world, our world, whose triumphs, whether it be friend, family, or famous person, stand out to you the most and you're most impressed by and admire? Now, I love this topic because I think it's easy to answer this in the short term. I look at somebody like a LeBron James, a Michael Jordan, a Serena Williams, Tom Brady, and that hurts me to say. I'm a Steelers fan, but go Tom. Congratulations to the Patriots. Absolute greatness. And that greatness is easy for us to see. It's on a 24/7 loop, really, because with the sports channels and CNN and everything else that's got going on, their accomplishments are major life events that will not be forgotten for the test of time. But as I've gotten older, as I've evolved, I have taken more admiration in the everyday people from my past and my current that I look around that we'll never hear about on the news. So I wanted to share a couple of different people and stories from my past that really have allowed me to admire them. And when we talk about admiration, how we best do it is to steal some pieces. Now, if you've been watching my videos, reading some of my blogs and different things, you know that I think it's okay for us to steal. Steal a lot and apply it to our lives. So I want to share some people that I've learned to admire that I didn't even know that I admired at the time. And what do we steal from them to put in our 4 Ps as people, partners, parents, professionals, so we can live our best lives? You know, when I was a freshman in college, there was a senior that was there, and I won't say his name because maybe he doesn't want his name said. I've actually looked for him on Facebook, and I wanted to thank him because a couple days ago I spoke at a university, and I was speaking to their football team, and we were talking about this topic. And in answering the question of somebody that I admired, because it's so important for athletes and co-workers to say what they admire about each other. We work with them all the time, and we're used to getting applause or recognition for what we do collectively, but not with each other, and that needs to change. And I realized I admired this ex-teammate. Now, we couldn't have been more different. I was from inner city Philly. He was as country as you can get with the camouflage and the knife on the belt. I thought he was the meanest person ever walking. Wasn't very nice, at least to us. I mean, I don't know if we earned it as freshmen. But when I sat back and watched, and I sat back and thought, and I asked this question, and I looked at what he did, there was a time where I saw him come off the field and his arm is dangling, no use of his arm. And he willed his way back on the field, said I'm playing, and beasted with one arm on contact every time. I've seen this guy deal with transition from being so different and being from a country and the culture of the team being one way to now this shift of inner city kids coming in and going with that. Maybe begrudgingly at first because change is hard for all of us, but went with it. Seeing this guy be so different from everybody, and we used to have somebody on our team that was very eccentric. And middle of the night, get into a problem on campus, and who pulled up, gets out the car and protects somebody that's completely different, but because we're on the same team, we're family and you matter. I will admire that from a form of leadership and steal that from all time. Always step forward. Fight with everything you got, even when the things on you or that you want to use aren't working well. How do you defend a family member, a teammate, a co-worker, somebody that's important and significant to you, even though they're different, or you might not even like them? That stuff is important. I used to work with a woman, and at first our personalities were just so different. They probably still are different, haven't seen her in years. What I admired is that every time I had a question, she had an answer. And me as her boss or supervisor or however you say that, I should have really had that answer. But she carried this book around. And that book, one day I asked her, what's in that book? And she opened it up and the skies parted, the angels sung, and it was all of this information. And every time she learned something, she wrote it down so she never had to ask again. And she was so self-sufficient. It was amazing. So what happened when I went on to other places? Well, I was walking around with that book so I can ask once and apply. It was absolutely awesome. So then, of course, you can go through all of your family members. My daughter, I admire her conviction. My son, I admire his heart. My other son, I admire his sponge-like ability to ask and retain and then apply information. My wife, who I love, you are amazing. I love her end game results. If you know my wife, she has a tool set, pink and black tool set. She's banging hammers doing this. She does projects. She also is in the corporate world. She's fantastic. And I don't like the process of things. She knows that and we laugh about it. I don't always like the process of things or the perfectionism of things. Her end game result is amazing. Whether it's what she's built, whether it's an idea, whether it's follow through on a work project, amazing. So I've chosen to steal all of that and apply it to my life and in every area. So my question for you, leaving us today, who do you admire in your life right now? And that could be family, friend, co-worker. But who do you admire as a person? Who do you admire as a parent? Who do you admire as a professional? And who do you admire as a partner? Why? What are you going to steal and apply to your life starting right now? And if you have any contact with these people that you just thought about, do yourself a favor and give them a gift of a text, a call, a direct message, and tell them you thought about them. Tell them why you thought about them and thank them for being the way they are. You have no idea of the gift that you are about to give today. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next time. Think about these questions. More importantly, most importantly, live your answer. So guys, I will see you next time. If you like this, you're going to absolutely love everything at youevolvingnow.com and everything that I offer. If you are a company, you like this and speaking engagements, one-on-one mentoring, retreats, evolve and lead programs at your job on your site, give a contact. If you are an athletic team or a school and you like this for your employees or staff or students, give it a contact. If you just like this personally and want to be in touch and face-to-face with me, click the consult button at youevolvingnow.com. Get a free consultation with me and sit with me for a half an hour virtually, face-to-face, just like we're doing right now. And then we could talk more about the one-on-one mentoring using my Rude Way or 7 Ways to Love. So guys, I will see you. Have a fantastic day and enjoy your evolution.